My great pleasure to, don't need much introduction here to our fantastic exchange student, but my pleasure to chair this session where Essi is going to give us a review of her My Year in Australia. And it's great to have current host family, host parents, and many of your friends here as well, Essi. For those that don't know, I'm the chair of Youth Exchange in Western Australia. So I do see the whole process of one outbounds being selected, which was last weekend, which we had our candidate Ashley presented very well, and hopefully we'll progress through to January outbound for her exchange, hopefully. And of course, meeting up and allocating all the wonderful 21 inbound exchange students that we have at the moment, which sadly they're having their farewell lunch on this Sunday as well. For those that can make it, we'd appreciate that as well. So without any further ado, sorry, we also have an apology from Rotarian Ian, who is an absolute stalwart of Rotary Youth Exchange, and particularly with his club. Acknowledge Logan and Marg's role as well in Youth Exchange within the club. Online, we also have Zoom. We've got Chris Whelan. Welcome, Chris. And also our previous exchange student, Valentine, all the way from Germany, is also online this morning to hear Essi's presentation. So without any further ado, you don't need to hear from me. We welcome Essi.
Thank you, everyone. First, I want to say thank you to all of you. I wouldn't be standing here if it wouldn't be without you. So thanks to all of you Rotarians for making my year possible. Special thanks to Margaret, of course, for being there for my whole year and being my mentor and the president of this Rotary Club. Thank you so much for everything you have done for me. Thank you also to Cram for everything you have done for Rotary Youth Exchange. The exchange students really appreciate the effort you put in us. Thanks to my host family who made it here today. Thank you so much. It has been a pleasure to be in your family, and I really appreciate it. And thanks to all of my friends from school for making your way here, and I really appreciate you being here. And thanks to all of you Rotarians. But yeah, here comes my year. I heard once someone say that exchange is not year in a life, it's life in a year. And I agree. I think I have lived a completely another life in 1 year. But yeah, let's get to it. So here is photos from my first week. My first impression of Australia was that it was really cold. I came in last day of July and I was surprised because in Finland we had a heat wave before it. It was 28 degrees 3 days in a row and Finland went crazy. And then I get to Australia, which is the country of the all warm weather, and it was 15 degrees. So I was surprised by it. There's a photo of the beach when I went for the first time. I went in winter. And it was still really nice. There's a photo of exchange students first meeting up. And now when I look at it, that year's been a lot. Here, I don't have a lot in my bracer, but here, like you can see, I have gathered pretty much a lot of things. And yeah, there's a photo of me with a kangaroo, which is really Australian. And yeah, school, I would say school has been the most different to everything so far. Like school has been the most different compared to my life in Finland. I go to All Saints, if someone doesn't know. And there's a photo of me in my winter formal, which I'm wearing at the moment too, under my blazer. And school uniform has been like a big change compared to my school in Finland. In Finland, we don't have uniforms and we don't even have dress codes. So wearing a school uniform and having a dress code and having hair up and all of these things has been like a really big change. But I really enjoyed seeing the changes and differences. And school has been lovely. I've been loving to going to All Saints. And there's photos then. In Finland, I have done all my life academic subjects, but when I came here, I wanted to challenge myself. So I picked subjects we don't even have as an offer in Finland. So in school, I do drama, dance, and design, and there's a photo of me in visual arts, and then photo of me in dance. And then there's photo of me in outdoor ed. I do also outdoor ed, which I don't do in Finland. It has been really interesting to see. And then there's photo of my friends, and soon in school I found my friend group, which I'm really grateful for. So thanks to you all. But yeah, school has been definitely the most different. Here's more photos of school. So in Australia, in schools, we have houses. I'm on Murdoch House, but in Finland, we don't have houses. So it has been really interesting to see. There's a photo of me in swimming carnival. And then there's a photo of me in athletics carnival. It has been really interesting to experience because we don't have those carnivals in Finland. Closest to the carnival we have in Finland, that we go skiing or snowboarding for one day, which is different. I really enjoy that day, but we don't have athletics or swimming, so it has been really interesting to experience. And I really enjoyed seeing. And then All Saints do house choir, which I was part of too. It was really interesting to see because there's nothing like it in Finland, and I've been really like to be part of that. And then at the start of my exchange, even though it was pretty cold, we did surfing lessons with the exchange students. It was pretty fun, getting to know all of the exchange students. And even in that photo, we have boogie boards, I think. We actually did actual surfing too. So that was really nice. And yeah, here's photos. Here, at the start of my exchange, I joined Scouts, and I've been Scout all this whole year. I've been loving to going to Scouts. I've been in Finland. I've been a Scout for a long time. I think I started when I was 8 years old. And I really wanted to continue that hobby. And luckily, my first host family is my host sister. She's 13 from my first host family, Eliana. She did Scouts too. And then my first host dad, Tom, he was a leader in Scouts. So I tagged along with them. And then I joined Fremantle Sea Scouts. This has been like a family to me. And it has been amazing. There's a photo of me rock climbing. And we do like a lot of things. Then once we slept under the stars. It was really amazing. And then there's a photo of us doing high ropes. I've been going to Fremantle Sea Scouts with one other exchange student, Manuela from Brazil. She also does Scouts in Brazil, and she has been going to Scouts with me in Australia. It has been really nice. And we have become, I really hope, lifelong friends. So that's been really amazing to be part of Australian Scouts. Then in November in my year, we did an Albany tour with the exchange students. It was really interesting. My favorite thing about the tour was the last day. When we stayed in a farm and we slept under the stars. It was pretty cold, even for me. But we slept under the stars. There's a photo of us in the morning, and then at the last night, because it was in November, so it was kind of close to Christmas-ish. So we So every exchange student made a dish, Christmas dish from their country, and then we could try, like we made it together, and then we could all try these different Christmas dishes from all the countries the exchange students are from. It was really amazing. And it really teaches me like about other cultures. So it was really interesting to see another foods for Christmas. It was really interesting to see. And in Albany tour, we went to Albany. And we played a lot of volleyball, and we went to see the Albany Whale Museum. It was really interesting, and yeah, it was really nice to get to know the other exchange students more. And here's a short video about our Albany tour, if it's working, hopefully. So yeah, that was a short video about our time in Albany. One of the exchange students named Ainara from Spain made it, so that was really nice. Here's a photo of the beach, because then after I came from Albany, it was November and it was really warm, and it was my first time experiencing beach. Because even in Finland, I live in middle of Finland, so the order for me to get to a beach, it would take 3 hours to drive to the coast. But we don't really have sand beaches. We only have like, they're really rocky. And it's honestly, if it's 25 degrees, like a normal summer day in Finland would be, the water would be 15. So not many people go swimming in the ocean. So it was my first time experiencing Australian beach, and it was really amazing. And now I miss the beach so much. Now it's winter. And one of my goals before I leave back to Finland is to go to swim in the ocean. I don't care how cold it is. I really want to go do that once more before I go back. Oh, and then it was Perth Royal, so where I went with my friends. It was really cool on my not on my term holidays. So yeah. Then soon after my summer holidays started, and I went up to Broome for my second host family. There's a photo of me, yes, holding a crocodile. Um, and there's a photo of the beautiful Broome beach. And then when I first came to Broome, the school in Broome was still on, like the primary school, and they did a color run. And I get to be part of that. And there's me after a photo of me after the color run, full of colors. So yeah, that was really interesting to see, because we don't have anything like it in Finland. So that was amazing. And then there's a photo of my host family. Broome was really interesting. It was really like, if I think Australia as a Finnish person, um, I would think somewhere like Broome. Broome is all of the stereotypical things about Australia Finnish person would think. It was really hot and humid, but it was really pretty. Broome is one of the prettiest places I have ever been, and I'm so grateful I got to experience Perth as like a bigger city, and Perth, I think I love Perth, and then Broome as a smaller town, so I get like two sides of Australia. And I'm really grateful for having that experience. The Broome with the red dirt and me, and then in Broome, there was 2 cyclones while I was up there. It was really interesting to experience. My first ever cyclone I had in Broome, and yeah, my flight was back to Perth was delayed for a day because of the cyclone. So yeah, that was interesting. There's also a photo of dinosaur footprints. I was like a full-on tourist in Broome. I went to see all of the touristy things. It was really cool. So yeah. Then I was in Broome over for Christmas. There's a photo of the Christmas, and it was my first Christmas without snow. So it was really interesting. And then there's the photo of me in New Year's riding a camel. So that's what I did on New Year's. And then in Broome, I swam a lot in the family's pool. It was lovely. So yeah. Then I also did this turtle monitoring program with my host parents. That photo is taken at 5 a.m. I'm not a morning person, but I was morning person for the turtles. Um, and it was okay, thank you. So that was really interesting. And there's a video of baby turtles hatching what I saw in Broome. It was amazing. If you can kind of see, yeah, there it is coming. So there it goes. So that was really amazing to see too. Then I got back to school after experiencing hot and humid room, which I really appreciate. Then I got back to Perth. That upper photo is taken from year 12 retreat my school had for all of the year 12s. And it was like a 3-day camp we went from school. It was really nice to experience. And it was on the summer holidays. Then I started I continued Scouts, but I also wanted to challenge myself. And I started rowing, which I have never done before. I could not do it in Finland because I live in middle of Finland in a small town. So I couldn't do it in Finland. So I started rowing, and there's a photo of me doing rowing and then the rowing boats. And most of the trainings on Saturdays start at 5 a.m., I think. So that was really, but it was actually really nice. And once when we were rowing, dolphins came really near to our boats. It was really cool. Then is photo of us going to year 12 and getting my leavers jacket. In Finland, we don't have dress code, so I will definitely be wearing my Australian leavers jacket to my Finnish school. And yeah, here is a photo of little bit of everything. I went to my first footy game in Australia. Hmm? Yeah. And my first ever footy game was Frio Docker. So in my heart, I'm always a Frio Docker fan. So yeah, thanks for Astrid for taking me. My first ever footy game, I really enjoyed. Then I turned 18, big 18 on February. And on my birthday, we went to Rottnest Island. It was really special and really interesting. Nothing I could do in Finland. It didn't feel my birthday though, because it was snow. Like it's always snow on my birthday, but now no snow in Australia in February, so it didn't feel. And then there's a photo of us exchange students in a district conference we had in Northam. So that was really nice to see all of the exchange students again. And here you can see the blazers are getting more full, little by little. Here I had my year 12 ball. It was really interesting. It was really different experience. Thank you. Really different experience to my Finnish ball. But I really enjoyed the experience. And there's a photo of me and all of the girls. And I really enjoyed the night. But day after that, at 6 a.m., I left the Northwest Safari, sharp 6 a.m. It has been one of the highlights of my whole year. It was 30 exchange students from 20 from WA, and then couple from other states of Australia, and it was amazing. We went through quite a lot of. We went to Carigini, Kalabari, and Coral Bay, Monkey Maya. Those are probably the most places we went. And it was really amazing. These photos are taken from Carigini, yes. It was amazing. Carigini was one of my favorite places on the whole trip. And there's a photo of swimming and waterfalls and everything. It was really amazing. The photo with exchange students standing or sitting on a rock is taken at 6 a.m. Because we it was it's true.
I know.
But I was awake. Yeah, I have a really funny story from this because I'm not a morning person like at all. But we were in a tent of 2 people, and I was with my friend. Her name is Nike from Germany, and she's the most morning person I've ever met in my whole life, even more than you, KJ. Can you imagine? Or Kelly? Okay, not more than Kelly, but like. So yeah, we were good balance to each other because she was always 50. If she was on time, she thought she was late. And if I was on time, I thought I would use my time good. So we balanced each other pretty well. So yeah. But yeah, how much time do I have?
5 minutes maximum.
Oh, okay, I gotta
Yeah, keep rolling, please.
speed up. I have many stories from the safari, many wildlife stories. But here we went to swim with whale sharks, which was amazing. It was probably one of my highlights of this trip, and it was really amazing. Snorkeling and seeing all of the Australian like underwater life was really interesting. We saw a puffer fishes. We saw many sharks. We saw tiger shark and reef shark. And just so many things. It was really, really amazing, and nothing like I could see in Finland. Like, it was really amazing. Then after safari, I got back to school, and I did a dance concert. I finished the dance concert, but actually last week, and it was on 3 nights. My first ever dance concert that I was part of, and I was really happy to do it. It was such a nice experience, and I really enjoyed I did it. Then on my yellow dress is me on my drama monologue night. I did a monologue in English, which was really challenge to my English, and for me for speaking. And it was really amazing to experience. And then I got flowers after, which was really nice. Then there's a photo of me on our red hike. We did a day-long hike to a national park, and we saw kangaroo. It was really Australian. A lot of kangaroos and a lot of Australian wildlife. So yeah. Well, what did I learn from this year? What have I gained from this year? I have learned so much about myself. I would have never thought how much I would have learned about myself, and I actually did. I'm really surprised. I'm way more confident in myself and public speaking. And I'm so grateful for all of this experience. I have made friends from Australians and friends from other exchange students, so which I really hope and I believe are lifelong friends, which I'm really glad. I also learned about myself, and I'm not scared to go towards other way most people are going. I'm more confident and certain in myself, and I'm so grateful for it all. So yeah, this was my year. Thank you all.
Any questions of Essi, please? We've got a couple of minutes. If anyone more comments, please? Anyone stories, please? Quick one.
Well, as you guys know, what's this? As you guys know, I took Essie to her very first footy game, so Freo Dockers versus Melbourne, and that was a beautiful game. And we had so much fun, and that is one of my key memories with Essie because I don't know if you guys know about Vossi, the big prancing pony. Yeah, he actually lifted one of the other players up over his head, walked into the audience and lifted him up and flaunted him to the crowd. And we witnessed that pretty close. And yeah, very, very cool memory. And I would just like to share. Anyone else have any gracious, cool memories? No?
You can sit.
Quick notes.
Very, very quick.
Yeah. We've got a chance now.
Okay.
We love you so much, Essie. Thank you so much.
Rotarians, any quick questions or comments, please? Ken, please.
On behalf of the Rotary Club, I mean, we've all had a wonderful time, but Essi, you've done a fantastic job as an ambassador for Finland. And, you know, God bless your future, and I'm sure it'll be great, and we look forward to seeing you back here again. But you have done a wonderful job indeed, and it was a great presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Ken. And just in closing the session, I really don't wish to close because it does bring close to the end for Essi's exchange here. She is with us for a little bit longer. She's extending her time instead of the first week of July. I think we've got another week or week and a bit after that as well. But Essi, congratulations on your presentation. It just reminds me the benefit of Rotary Youth Exchange is seeing when you arrived, relatively quiet, Finnish girl, which we did expect, and to hear you today presenting so well, and what a fantastic year that you have had. Yes, we had some fun on Northwest Safari as well, getting you and others activated in the mornings, or going to bed at night times was an issue. But our very, very best wishes, safe travels back. You've always got Applecross Rotary to fall back on for your memories. And a bit like Valentine also, please join us sometimes at meetings. You'll have to stay up late for those, I understand, or get up early, one or the other. So all the very, very best on behalf of the club. Thank you to host families. We cannot do it without you, and the whole program cannot work without host families, mentors, sponsor and host clubs. It just does not work and cannot continue. So thank you to the club for supporting Rotary Youth Exchange as we go through another cycle. But more importantly, let's put our hands together for a final farewell. Thank you. Thanks so much, Essi. We'll just finish the meeting. Mark, any closing comments, please?
Yes, it's an interesting microphone.
Yes.
Yeah. I'd just like to say what a delight it's been to have Essi with us, and I really admire the way that you have. Where are you? Yeah. I really admire the way that you have just embraced every experience possible, and hopefully found it rewarding too. And you deserve all the pleasure and all the learnings that you got from it. Well done, and thank you, girls, for coming along this morning. Thank you. It's lovely that Essi's had such great friends at school. So thank you very much, and a big thank you to Kelly and Karen for their wonderful job they've done hosting. So we'll finish on that note. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. And I'm asking Essi to, for a final time, to do our Rotary charge. So please Please be upstanding.
As we in freedom and security leave this meeting, let us be gratefully conscious of the sacrifice made by generations before us to establish this nation and this way of life. Let us always remember our pleas to practice the high principles of Rotary service to our community, our nation, and internationally, for the well-being of all humanity. Rotarians and guests, as we face the flag, I ask you to join me acknowledging Australia.
Thank you, Essi, and farewell. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.